The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Pressure. 1, later 1.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes now on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mahomes firing complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Mahomes to throw once more. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Right there in the middle, 55. It's our field. Yellow. Hey, it's our house. Mike 55, Mike 55. No chance. Here we go, here we go. Motion, motion, motion. Mike 55, Mike 55. Color. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Night, sweetheart.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
57, Mike, 57. Check. 57, slow. 57, Mike.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. He's going to take Mahomes. Hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr. Moncrief brings it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going deep for Moncrief. And now here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the 2nd measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Mike 57. Okay. H3, 218. Chopper.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, son.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it's a second down.
Right down. 280, 29. 53 is the mic.
Here's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes to Thompson on the screen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. The ball comes out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Check. Check 50. Check 50. Kill, kill, kill. 53.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. Caught by Cobb. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Raiders.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On second down now, Phelps. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Easy. Mike. I got him. 15. Pilot, 60.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Carr to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And it's third down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Yellow. Right there. Let's go, G. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Bravo. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
All right, 57.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
53's mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got Moncrief. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Down. Raider 2. 180. Go team, spill.
Let's go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Share. Check 3.
93. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Easy. Kill. Easy. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.